The time has come for the lioness to tell her own story.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. I left himself. Where's ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail him high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come spread out them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill the lion where come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight at it.
Now we touch on the blue fire. Talk to I. How did the blue fire arise? What is the blue fire? Is the hottest flame? Because I've heard it. We had a reasoning around it, and just give a overview of the blue fire.
Okay. Well, again, vision based. You know, not only am I a philosopher, I'm also a prophetess.
Okay.
So a lot of things come to me through vision.
Okay.
And meditation, not necessarily only vision, but also through third eye or brow chakra meditation. Okay. And so I remember being introspective again, thinking and asking their Divine Majesties, why was it so difficult for a Rastafari woman of a certain level of strength, certain knowledge level? Why did women like myself sometimes receive, a pushback within the community? Why weren't ones just embracing us for who we are? And just in having that meditation, I received a message, and the message was very clear. I was in St. Croix at the time, summering, and you like that one. And so the answer was because her fire is blue. I knew absolutely, I didn't even know what that meant, but it came to me just like that. And so I went on a search. I didn't pay attention in science class very much. I'm literature. I like to read, right? But in doing my research, because I had to start from scratch, what does this mean? I realized, oh my goodness, okay, blue fire. So when you flick your lighter, the bottom is blue and then orange, reddish, but it's that blue flame. That is the hottest flame, because you paid attention evidently. You knew right away, that it was the hottest flame.
Well, that caught me, because I'm saying, okay, are you saying that the sister and them are hotter flame than the brethren? Is it a competition vibration, or, just the whole, because that is going to be what people hear. So I want to just be very clear and let the eye, explain, because I know the fullness of the eye explain it, but I want it to go out to the people.
Good, so we can have clarity.
Yes,
here.
we can have
clarity. So after doing the research from a scientific standpoint, I had to translate that to the liberty.
Yes.
And the Rastafari man is known as the fireman, right?
Yes.
And I thought about what it meant to be fiery as a Rastafari man.
Yes.
And coming out of the Bingy house, I know what fire is, And so I thought about it, and I said, oftentimes when the brethren blaze fire, it's loud. And it sometimes, I've been in situations, not myself personally, but I've seen some things that have been totally out of control, right? But Rasta men think it's their right to voice themselves, and it's very,
lion.
Exactly. And so I said, well, if her fire is blue, I've seen her fire, because I have that fire, right?
Yes.
But the woman's fire, we give you a look.
That is correct.
And it done. It's that kind of cool kind of fire. but it's hot.
It's hot, yes.
Because we're not in a rah-rah. You understand? I don't have to go on, so I'll say it to you calmly, and it'd be just as serious as all of the hoopla. Yeah. So it's not that one is better than the other. One, the blue fire is more laser-like and it's precise. Yes. Whereas the red fire, in my opinion, is more akin to a wildfire. A wildfire can go any kind of way. When you're clearing your land, you need fire to purge the land, right? That's blue fire. That's that fire that's going to be blazed and burned to purge and to rebuild. Okay. You understand? So it's the exemplification of the divine feminine within the Rastafari, which is something that has not been explored. Yes. You know, and so that is why it's significant now. And it really isn't a battle. Because my latest book, right, is what I coined, it's called Between the Fire and Ice, right? And it's coined a purple flame novel, right? So it's those two fires coming together to create that violet or that purple flame. So we have to come together, but first we must explore who the other is. I think the world has explored the Rastafari man, but the world hasn't even the tip of the iceberg of the Rastafari woman, besides what they think they know of us, has not been explored.
And I know so many Rastafari sisters, which is why I'm trying to use this platform to really highlight, because a lot of people have not heard. You know, I'm surrounded by sisters of all levels, grassroots sisters, but also sisters that have reached the heights of achievement in the professional space. So I want to really show both these sides, because a lot of people, think the Rastafari sisters don't talk, and they're just quiet. They don't know that these are brilliant, bright, shining stars, So in terms of the blue fire, talk to I and I about how does the blue fire, or are you training the sister in them to be able to, or for us as a people to sustain long-term relationships, stable families, because this is what I'm not seeing in Rastafari at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of, and it's not because of Rastafari. This is across the black spectrum. It's these are generational curses that we have not, unfortunately, in Rastafari overcome. Although I think we have the tools to overcome them through our majesties. But how does the blue fire contribute to this challenge that confronts us right now?
Well, I think blue fire contributes to that because all pillars of the Trinity must be acknowledged and respected. You have to know yourself. To thine own self be true. I'm encouraging Rastafari women to know themselves outside of who the liberty has defined them to be. Okay. Or who their king man has defined them to be. Okay. But who is the I, right? At your very core, right? Once you take that core being and you couple that with the liberty of Rastafari, right? Not the part that is, a part of dogma or a part of patriarchy, but the core, you understand, which really comes from knowing His Majesty, right? And looking at his life and looking at the life of Empress Minute, right?
And it's Lassie the first of the Almighty. When they are set thrones of judgment to judgment, thrones of the house of the great King David, I shall pray for the peace of Ethiopia and Africa. Every night argument, morning come, sorry about an argument. No make your heart get hard like some sexy men. Black woman got to exercise patience. Every night argument, morning come, sorry about an argument. No make your heart get hard like some sexy men. Black man got to exercise patience. Got to change the frequency. Seems like we disagree frequently. Mama shopping spree interfere with school fee. Daddy they a dance a floss for Hennessy. Every night them fight mostly over money. Who gonna stand up fight for the family? Haile Selassie, might of the Trinity. Gone with his queen with a baby in her belly. Still every night argument. Morning come, sorry about a argument. Now make your heart get hard like some sexy men. Black woman got to exercise patience. Every night argument. Morning come, sorry about a argument. Now make your heart get hard like some sexy men. Black man got to exercise patience. There's no need to raise your voice. Let's live in a one harmony. Together we can make that choice to live as one family. And please don't disturb the children's sleep. Be careful what you say, remember words cut deep. Sometimes it's better if you just sit in silence. Time to end this cycle of violence.